So welcome back everyone for more Scrap Mechanic. Last time I built this new base platform, and since I've been playing after that, I realized it doesn't feel like it's quite tall enough to maybe avoid the whip type robots. So I have started to move everything up to a taller platform. Also because part of the reason I had it here was I was hoping that by just backing these up, that would automatically collect, the refine bot would collect from them, and it did not work. So I'm having to basically mount them up right behind it. So instead I've started moving. What's also funny is that this intersected with this platform. I could not build this over that, but I can build this platform right through the craft bot. So a little weirdness there. If you're trying to build around the refine bot, it's going to be a collision effect, but the craft bot apparently doesn't have that. I also expanded my storage a little bit more. You see, basically I've linked from the bottom up, and then these are linked between each other by their built-in connectors. So this is all getting moved today, and I'm going to finish this platform. But I'm also going to work on a method of getting up here beyond this. So I am going to be experimenting with pistons today because I want to mess with making an elevator platform, something that maybe, you know, go right over here, something that sticks out a little bit and allows me to raise and lower this platform. I'm not sure what I'm going to put, but I am so close now to here that I'm just going to use this as my only platform here and then build out to the roof as I can. But yeah, I'm going to get to moving some more stuff. And now that this is moved, one thing I've done since last time is I was like, you know what, there's got to be a way to make glass in here. And it's partly my fault because I didn't take time to click through every single block and look again. It's also partly the fact of the way the devs handled the glass blocks, because in other games, the icon's consistent between locations. And here, a glass block is transparent partially. So where I was looking for a black block like this one is in here a dark brownish yellow color because it's transparent and using the background color. So if you're looking for the matching icon like I was, you know, coming from playing stuff like Minecraft, the icon's not going to be the exact same. So if you're having trouble finding the glass icon or the glass block to make it, which apparently a lot of people have because it took no time at all to find just tons of posts on Reddit regarding this block being nowhere to be found. And then it was, oh, I didn't know that was it because it looks different from the other block. Yeah, that's what's happening. So basically you need stone, turn it into sand, turn it into glass with embers, of course. So you need to find a burning forest. And fortunately, I do have some embers left, but that's given me enough glass to get a few more things built today. But again, we're going to be playing with pistons, so why don't I go ahead and start a piston? Okay, piston. All right, so yeah, we tie it together. Okay. Oh, okay, range. Let's go all the way. That is tied together, right? It's supposed to go that way? Well, let's try it this way, because when I did the water pump setup, it worked perfectly fine with that, but then when I tried to do the pump a different way, it didn't work, and now it's doing the same thing. Do I have to have a block connected to it? Is that it? It's got to have something on the end? Okay, yes it does. It has to have a block on the end. Not sure about that. Okay. So, good distance. That's surprising how much distance it has already. With that little thing, and it's just like, oh yeah, bam, here's this big long pipe that's coming out. Okay, so that works. So now I just have to... Okay, as soon as I take the block away, it retracts. So, yeah, if you're new to the game and having problems with pistons, you actually have to have a block on the piston. So we're going to go up. Basically, that gives me a connection point into the rest of this. So now let's try... maybe I need to bring it out a little bit more because of that light. Well, you know what? No, we're going to do the metal there and go that way. That's good enough for now. So now, yeah, right about, yeah, it doesn't center on it, and I'm assuming because I've got the one piston, I need to have a centered block. So we'll just take this spot right here. That's where we'll put the piston, is in that little piece. Let's upgrade. Oh yeah, that's not enough of a difference to justify that. No, not upgrading. I'm thinking it might be better just to go ahead. Well, it takes one to make it, plus all the other stuff. I actually have, I guess if you wanted to save resources on the other elements, which obviously the metal is going to be the really more expensive part because of the embers needed to make that. But yeah, let's go ahead and do another one. Actually, let's go ahead and do 2 more. I feel like that's going to be necessary. Like, I know I just said it might not be worth the upgrade cost, but I can definitely get more of those from fighting bots. So, yeah, look at that. Okay. Yeah, so right up to that point, I just walk right out onto it. So now, let's test this. Let's see if it's a weight issue or not with the pistons. Okay, raises up. Nice. A little bit too tall. Huh. Okay, so I thought I was going to have to change the pistons from... Is there a way to change how much they retract? No, there's not. It's all about the distance on it. So, that's going to come down. Right, 2 more pistons. Ready to go, so let's extend them. I've got them all set to 4 for the height level right now. So I can easily adjust them down. That gives me plenty of reach on all of them. And if I retract it, is that going to be tall enough? I'm thinking I might just have to rebuild this. I'm just going to do like this. I'm just going to bring it down and piston 2. Let's make sure I use those first, and that way I'll be able to work around that. So there we go, we got that. We'll just go with 4 to begin with. Oh yeah, it does look different as well. They have a gold look to it. That's interesting. I kind of want to see what it looks like when you get it fully upgraded now. Let's just see if I go all the way to 9 on all 3 of these. That is almost to that block. Really, it's now just a matter of if I put like 1 more block to it. Actually, you know what? Just take this out. Let's just try the weld and weld it to there. I just messed it up. So to make sure I got it lined up, I extended out a wood piece from the other platform, which means I know exactly what level height I need that to be so it's flush to the rest of it. And now, yeah, that'll work. It's not going to be the prettiest thing, but if it gets me from the ground up and helps me stay protected, then that's really what matters in the end. All right, yeah, so that works for the moment. And you know, I think now that if I really wanted to, if I took all that out, because I did use some extra blocks that I did not need up there. If I take not that one out, that should still connect, right? Yes. All right, so it's independent now. And so jittery. I'm assuming power doesn't matter at this point for that. So, you know, I'll just leave that right there so it has like a connection up top in case I want to do something else vertically along the top of this. But yeah, I've got pistons. Oh, and I've got these I can move now. So now that's working. Let's take some of this stuff out. And interesting way to do this, but I'm making it work. Oh, no, you didn't. Oh, no. So yes, new taller base platform that is going to give me more room to work. I actually went bigger than the lower one. I've got an elevator, and the fact that it works so easily with this makes me think that the only thing I might have to change for doing like maybe a vehicle is something with upgrading them for more force. But that seems more like the push force, not so much the pull. So I'm hoping technically I could build an elevator for a small scout vehicle that instead of worrying about, leaving it down there where it could be attacked, I could have a big structure built off of this where I come up and I park on a platform kind of like that, hit a button, and it raises the whole thing up into the inside where then I can have like a vacuum pump connect in and pull stuff out of it. So now I'm going to try this. I tried the button aspect before. That did not work quite like I was expecting it to. So what if I do that? Okay. That one goes there and that goes to here. So I get in the driver's seat. All right, so that's not spinning. Okay, but how do I like assign this to something? Like, isn't that going? It looks. Yeah, it's connected to the driver's seat. So how do I? Okay, rotation editor, slow. Okay. I guess I don't know. Speed it up to the limit, and oh yeah, I was just thinking I would be able to tell it to rotate and turn it on and off like that. I didn't think it was going to be something like this. I was hoping just be able to have a button trigger for this so I could use a button to make that go. So somehow I have managed to bug out to where it's not making me swim. I'm not having any oxygen issue. I don't know exactly how this happened. It's just I was swimming along and all of a sudden, oh wait, there it goes. Now, oh nope, there it goes again. It dropped me. So it's like I'm swimming, but I'm not swimming. Oh, I'm swimming? That's weird. So I don't know how I did this now that I've got the big wheels on here, but somehow I managed to get this stuck where it's like I turned into an area, but I can't turn back out. Oh, there we go. Okay. Not practical, I would say, but I somehow managed to place it on the lift and then somehow managed to still get there. Let's do, okay, good. So I can actually use that as a trick to unstuck my vehicle, and now it's just like the suspension is maxed out for some reason on that one. Like it's not wanting to flex downwards. Yeah, I'm not sure I'm liking the suspension now. Piston with a block, and then the rotor, and just because I already had it, do like that, which means now I have a piston that should be able to extend the block out. I just need a control. Let's just go 4. Like a bam. Haha. It extends outwards. And so, yeah, I have an extending drill bit, which is going to be helpful. I wonder, can I use that? Nope, still can't control the rotors that way. I could do that. I really want to be able to just have something that switches that on and off. I think that might be something I need to research now, is find some way to switch that on and off. But yeah, pistons, I'm liking the pistons. Definitely useful, and that kind of looks like it sags a little bit when you get further out. But that means no more having to drive so close to the blocks to do that, to get stone and such. Instead, I can just use that to extend it out. It also means I might be able to make a multi-drill platform that it sends out with a piston, so I can have several drills work at once. All right, so that's it for today's episode. Have some fun with pistons. I've got some ideas going in my head now for vehicles and more stuff with pistons, but definitely liking the use of the pistons and the range at which they can extend, surprisingly, for such a small, compact object. But yeah, that's it for today's episode. So if you enjoyed it, hit that like button, leave me a comment below, and hit subscribe if you haven't done so already. As always, I'm your host, Mr. Spicy. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to keep it spicy this week, and I'll see you in the next video.